Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. No, don't adjust your sets. Don't adjust your phones. Don't adjust your TVs. Don't adjust your Rokus. I'm in a team. I'm in a team with my boy named Cat. Pretty much, he messaged me and asked me to, play with him once in his lifetime, and I said, sure, right? Sure. And this is how it happened. I got headshotted by a guy with an AKM, and he only played 20 encounters. But the kicker is that he headshotted me from 300 meters out while I was aiming at him and about to take his head off with an M82 on field hunting. So I scanned through my friends list and I seen him and I seen that message and I'm like, let me go ahead and join his party. And his friends left because they were about to go to bed or something like that. And so it was just me and him. Or him and I, excuse me. And so this is, I believe, the first encounter that we've ever played together. And let's get right into it. So we are on Death Forest. And as we all know, this map is deadly. And I'm not going to put the objectives in the top, right hand of the screen for these team encounters because they can change at any moment. Number one. And number two, it's two people sharing one objective. So it's different, right? And you see right here, we're being cautious because that comm station that was just used, it could be right here in front of us. Because him and I both agreed that, there are two people, two spawn points near us. Could be a team, right? Might as well prepare. And so he's splitting off. And he's right there again. And as soon as I hear it, I say, yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Nobody's here. Let's keep going. It's little plays like that that can save you time. I heard the static. Not the zing when that competition been used, but the static. And so we keep moving, right? We keep moving. And, the spawn, it could be good if and only if people are nearby. But nobody's nearby, so we can't get any more weapons, right? And the loot is boosted 150%, but we're not finding anything. At least here. So we're going to get a move on, and we're going to cross the river. And you see I'm looking everywhere, right? But then again, so is he. So it's really good to have a teammate that always looks around you and at your back as well. So we're going to play a bit of hopscotch and cross this river right here. And I'm watching that bridge because, anybody can be running across it. And now we're good. We're across the river. And so, I'm trying to come up the rock right here. And I'm looking. Airdrop carrier. And so at this moment, I say to him, let's stay put. Where's he going to go? And according to his direction, he's going to take the exit that is further away from us. And I say, let's go get him. Because I believe there's nothing but duos in this encounter. And we can probably chase him down. But that's if and only if he's heavy. If he's heavy, we can chase him. If not, he's probably going to beat us to that exit. And so, I'm looking at the map right here. And I'm thinking, no, we're not going to catch him. If anything, we're going to string ourselves out too thin. And we're not going to get anything from this encounter. And so I say, yeah, we're not going to catch him. Let's go to the center of the map. Let's go to the center of the map. Because at least there, we maybe can run into somebody. Well, somebodies. And maybe get a bit of loot out here as well. And they got the airdrop from this little pathway right here. And yeah, that's pretty much already looted. No point in trying to go and scavenge some more. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to run. Not really run. We're going to make our way into this forest. And try to get to the middle of the map. And we should be coming up on the river. But check that out. That had to be somebody new. That had to be somebody new. That shows raw inexperience. Jet, how does that show raw inexperience? Well, here's the thing. You see, back in the day, when you got into a team with a random person, they could kill you and take your loot and go home. Right? But they fixed that. Now you will be marked as a team killer, and your partner's box, you can't access it. So he killed him thinking he can get an airdrop. But what he just did is he set a bait for that exit. He killed his partner thinking he can get an airdrop, but he couldn't, so he just left. Now I'm explaining that to him, and yeah, that exit is now cursed. That exit is now cursed because it's an airdrop right near an exit. Like, that should attract most players. That should attract most players. And so I tell him, we're not going that way. We're not even going to go near that way. Instead, we're going to, head towards the town and see what we can do. And here's the thing, right? When you approach the town from this angle, from this side, there's usually somebody like up here. As I engage my inner mountain goat, there's usually somebody like up on this ridge line over here, up on this hill over here, watching the town, right? But luckily for us, there's nobody up here as of right now. And you see, I'm looking down at that town because it's really easy to spot somebody. And I go prone out there to check where the town safe is, and it's actually right in front of us. Notice that airdrop is still there. You see, there are certain times when things can look too good to be true, and then everybody thinks that, and so it never gets touched. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that brand new car that looks like there's gotta be something wrong with that car. Ain't no way that car looks that good and sounds that good and runs that good, so nobody buys it. You know what I'm saying? That is what that airdrop is right now. And so he's behind me. But little do we know, somebody's in front of us. And I believe right here he calls him out. And so I just peep over and I'll look. And they're right in front of us. Yeah, it's not over yet. Not over yet. Not over yet. That's 2 different mortar strikes. Oh no, it wasn't. That was just one. My fault. Now, we both take cover. Because we both know, in order for you to drop a mortar strike on somebody like that, you gotta see them. You gotta see where those people are to drop a mortar strike on them. Which tells us both that somebody was watching us take out that team the entire time. And so we are both real hesitant to go for those bodies. Santa Claus, can you please go away? Like, nobody likes you. Okay. And now I say, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna make myself a guinea pig. If I get shot, I'll tell you from where. And he says, okay, I'll watch your back. And so I'm watching the forest. All the time right here, I'm holding my breath, hoping I don't get shot in the head. This guy's an M82, which works out perfectly. I take all the stuff that I need. And I'm good. I get out of there. I tell him to go for the body too. And I believe he takes the bugle. He enjoys his bugles. I mean, look, makes sense. That thing is like top 2 assault rifles in the game. Now notice this, right? We got a choice. We got a choice. He's going prone to watch the area. And all the while I'm saying, wait a minute now. As I go prone right here. we got a decision to make, right? We can go back to get that cursed airdrop, but oh, also right here, he thinks he saw somebody, and so I look, and that's definitely a stray bullet. That was definitely a stray bullet. And I'll pause for a minute and make sure I'm not getting shot at again. And yeah, that was definitely a stray bullet. So up there, he thought he saw somebody, and I scope in and check, and it's not really nobody at all. And so while I was doing that, I was saying, we got a choice to make. Well, we got choices to make, right? We can go for the real airdrop. We can go for the cursed airdrop. Or we can just get out of here and call it a good day because we both killed one person and got their weapons. And you know what? To this man's credit, he says, let's get out of here. What Cat told me at the very beginning of our adventure is that he runs with people, right? And in his words, he says that they're corrupted. Like, they hunt and they kill and that's it. He doesn't come across somebody who is tactical, think to their head, and not with their right pointer finger. You know? And all the while, I'm watching the map, and I'm just like, And I say that we should probably go, and he says that he agrees. As we hear an explosion go off to our right, which proves the point of, if we're to go and try to go for the real airdrop, we're going to run into people, and I have a VSS with an M82. Both weapons hit really hard, but I need to get a drop on somebody to kill them. And remember, it's somebody's. And I got full faith in Cat. He shows how he knows how to aim, right? But what if we get third-partied as a team? And I get a drop on one person one time, and then they get a drop on me, and then I die. And that leaves Cat by herself. And yeah, I don't want that to happen. And so we use our common sense. And this exit right here is going to be our best friend. We're going to use it. There is always that chance, that risk of if you go for something, then you're going to die doing it. But if you leave, then you guarantee everything you have on your back. So why risk it, right? Moments like these is why I keep playing this game. Where people think with their head and not their right trigger finger. And so, Cat, thank you for that encounter. And thank you for having my back when that team rolled up on us. And, I mean, look, we did kind of run straight toward the time safe, right? But I'm sorry, my apologies, I didn't expect for them to get done with it so quick. But we both made it out alive. And that's all that I really care about. We could have got one thing of fertilizer and gotten chased the entire time and left, and I would have been just as happy. Because we left alive. I believe I said one time a sneaky team is more dangerous than a sneaky solo player. Yeah. Now, I don't want to say that we were sneaky, but we thought with our heads. And if you can think with your head, you'll beat somebody who thinks with their trigger finger. With their right trigger finger. And so, I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. And I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.